Welcome to Metaverse. Join us on Lost and Found, embracing every journey back to faith, where we uncover powerful parables that guide us back to spiritual clarity. Hit subscribe and let's explore these timeless teachings together. In the Gospel of Luke, chapter 15, Jesus shares three powerful parables. These parables are not just simple stories, they are profound lessons that reveal the depth of God's love and compassion for humanity. These stories teach us about God's love. They illustrate how He reaches out to us no matter how far we have strayed or how lost we feel. They show us how much He values every single person. Each individual is precious in His eyes, and He will go to great lengths to bring us back to Him. We learn about His relentless pursuit of us. Like a shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one lost sheep, God seeks us out with unwavering determination. He longs for us to come back to Him. His heart is full of love and mercy, always ready to welcome us home. These parables are the lost sheep, the lost coin, and the prodigal son. Each one carries a unique message about being lost and the joy of being found. Each story illustrates a different aspect of being lost and found. The lost sheep shows us the value of every individual. The lost coin emphasizes the diligent search, and the prodigal son highlights the joy of reconciliation. Each one emphasizes the importance of seeking, supporting, and nurturing those who are on their journey back to faith and welcoming those on their journey back to faith. As a community, we are called to reflect God's love and grace, offering a warm embrace to those who return. Let's explore these parables together. Let's delve into their meanings and uncover the profound truths they hold. Let's discover the lessons they hold for us as individuals and as a church community. These parables guide us in our daily lives, teaching us how to live in harmony and love. These parables are not just stories, they are blueprints for our lives, offering us a path to follow. They are like masterpieces, illuminating our path with the brush strokes of compassion, kindness, and forgiveness, crafting a life rich in grace and empathy. They teach us how to love like God loves. They remind us to extend our hands to those in need and to be a source of support and encouragement. They remind us that everyone matters to Him. No one is insignificant in God's eyes, and everyone deserves to be loved and cared for. No one is too far gone. No matter how lost we feel, there is always a way back to God's loving embrace. No one is beyond His reach. His love knows no bounds, and His grace is available to all who seek it. The parable of the lost sheep is a beautiful illustration of God's heart for those who are lost. It is a story that resonates deeply with many, showing the lengths to which God will go to bring back those who have wandered away. Imagine a shepherd who has 100 sheep. Each one is precious to him and he knows them all by name. One day he notices that one sheep has gone astray. Does he shrug his shoulders and say 99 is enough? Does he think that losing one sheep is not a big deal? No. He leaves the 99 in the safety of the pasture and ventures into the wilderness. He searches high and low, through the thick forest and over rugged terrain, determined to find the lost one. This is how God feels about every person who has strayed from Him. Each individual is incredibly valuable to Him, and He will go to great lengths to bring them back into His fold. He doesn't give up on them. He goes after them with relentless determination, searching diligently, just like the shepherd who won't rest until he finds his lost sheep. He pursues them with a love that knows no bounds. When he finally finds them, there is great joy and celebration. The lost has been found, and the heart of God rejoices. He rejoices when they are found. The shepherd carries the sheep on his shoulders, bringing it back to the safety of the flock. Similarly, God embraces those who return to Him, celebrating their homecoming. We as the church are called to have that same heart. We are called to reflect God's love and compassion in our actions and attitudes. We are called to reach out to those who are far from God. Just as the shepherd goes out of his way to find the lost sheep, we must go out of our way to connect with those who feel disconnected or distant. We are called to show them His love through our words and deeds. Whether it's offering a helping hand, providing food and shelter, or simply being there to listen, our actions can make a profound difference. We are called to welcome them with open arms. Our churches should be places of refuge and acceptance where everyone feels valued and loved. Let us embody the heart of the shepherd, seeking the lost and rejoicing when they are found. The parable of the lost coin tells of a woman who loses one of her 10 silver coins. She lights a lamp, She sweeps her house diligently. She searches high and low until she finds it. This parable emphasizes the value God places on every individual. He doesn't want anyone to be lost. He searches for us with the same diligence as the woman searching for her coin. Sometimes we may feel lost or forgotten. We may feel like we've wandered away from God. This parable reminds us that He never stops looking for us. He rejoices when we turn back to Him. He welcomes us with open arms. The parable of the prodigal son is perhaps the most well-known of the three. A son takes his inheritance. He squanders it on reckless living. When he's lost everything, he returns home full of shame and regret. Does his father reject him? No. He runs to meet him. He embraces him. He throws a celebration to welcome him back. This parable is a powerful reminder of God's unconditional love and forgiveness. No matter what we've done, no matter how far we've strayed, He is always ready to welcome us back. He celebrates our return. He restores us to our rightful place in His family. Understanding God's heart. These three parables paint a vivid picture of God's heart. He is a loving shepherd who seeks the lost sheep. He is a diligent woman who searches for her lost coin. He is a compassionate father who welcomes home his prodigal son. God's love is relentless, it is unconditional, it is all-encompassing. He doesn't give up on us, He doesn't discard us when we make mistakes. He welcomes us back with open arms. As followers of Christ, we are called to reflect that same love. We are called to seek the lost, support the struggling, and welcome back the prodigal. Like the shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one lost sheep, we too must embody that same dedication and compassion. The shepherd's journey is not just about finding the lost, but also about nurturing and guiding the entire flock. Each step he takes is filled with purpose and love, ensuring that no sheep is left behind. We must be willing to go the extra mile for those who are far from God. This means extending our hands and hearts to those who may feel isolated or distant. It's about making the effort to connect, to understand, and to bring them back into the fold. Just as a hiker faces challenges on a trail, we too must navigate the obstacles that come with reaching out to others. We must be willing to step outside of our comfort zones. It's easy to stay within the familiar, but true growth and impact happen when we take that leap of faith. Whether it's starting a conversation with a stranger or offering support to someone in need, these actions require courage and determination. Standing at the edge of our comfort zones, we find the strength to make a difference. We must reach out to those who are hurting and lost. In a world filled with pain and suffering, our acts of kindness can be a beacon of hope. Comforting someone who is sad, helping the homeless, or simply being there for a friend in need can make a profound impact. It's about showing empathy and compassion and letting others know they are not alone. Let us show them the love of Christ. Through our actions, we can reflect His love and grace, whether it's through a comforting hug, a prayer, or a simple act of kindness. We have the power to make a difference. Let our lives be a testament to the love that Christ has for each and every one of us. Let us be beacons of hope in a world that often feels dark and hopeless. Just as a lighthouse guides ships safely to shore, we too can guide others through the storms of life. By holding on to hope and sharing it with others, we can light up the darkest of nights. Let our actions and words be a source of light and encouragement to those around us. Let us be instruments of God's grace and mercy. In every act of service, we have the opportunity to reflect His love. Whether it's offering food to the homeless, volunteering at the church, or extending forgiveness, these actions embody the grace and mercy of God. Let us strive to be His hands and feet in a world that desperately needs His touch. Let us remember that every soul is precious to God. Each person we encounter is valued and loved by Him. In our interactions, let us treat others with the dignity and respect they deserve. Whether it's a smile, a kind word, or a simple gesture, we can show others that they matter. In a world that often overlooks the individual, let us be the ones who see and cherish each soul. Let us never underestimate the power of a kind word, a listening ear, or a helping hand. These small acts can have a ripple effect, touching lives in ways we may never fully understand. By being present and attentive, we can offer support and encouragement to those who need it most. Let us be mindful of the impact we can have and strive to make a positive difference in the lives of others. Like the woman who diligently searches for her lost coin, We must be persistent in our prayers for those who have strayed from the faith. We must never give up on them. We must continue to pray for their restoration. We must believe that God can do the impossible in their lives. Let us be intercessors for the lost, the hurting, and the broken. Let us ask God to draw them back to Himself. Let us ask for wisdom and guidance in reaching out to them. Let us never underestimate the power of prayer. Let us remember that God hears our prayers. He answers them in His perfect timing. Like the father who welcomes home his prodigal son, we must be ready to forgive and embrace those who return to the faith after a season of wandering. We must not judge them or condemn them. We must meet them with open arms and hearts full of love. Let us celebrate their return. Let us help them to heal and grow in their faith. Let us remind them that they are loved, forgiven, and accepted. Let us create a culture of grace and forgiveness in our churches. Let us be a place where people feel safe to return, no matter how far they have strayed. The parables of the lost sheep, the lost coin, and the prodigal son are timeless reminders of God's immeasurable love for us. They are calls to action for us to reflect that love in our own lives. Let us be a church that seeks the lost, supports the struggling, and welcomes back the prodigal. Let us be a beacon of hope, love, and forgiveness in a world that desperately needs it. Remember, every soul matters to God. Every soul is precious in His sight. Thanks for watching Metaverse. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more insights. See you next time.